Hello everyone, welcome to Tathasto. Today we are having a session for discussing about one of the prestigious exams of India, that is the Combined Defence Services. Yes, the Defence Services, the exam which recruits you for the Indian Military Academy, the Indian Naval Academy and the Air Force Academy along with the Officers Training Academy. So this exam is conducted every year. It is conducted every year by the Union Public Service Commission, that is UPSC, and the best part about this exam is कि ये साल में 2 बार conduct करा जाता है. So the UPSC is conducting this exam in April month and also in the September month. अब हम इस एग्जाम की स्ट्रैटेजी भी डिस्कस करेंगे, हाउ इट इज कंडक्टेड, व्हाट आर द सब्जेक्ट्स दैट आर बीइंग टॉट. उससे पहले जो स्टूडेंट्स यूपीएससी का सीडीएस 1 कंडक्ट मतलब दे चुके हैं, दे हैव गिवन द एग्जाम. फॉर एग्जांपल, इट हैज ऑलरेडी हैपेंड ऑन 13th April 2025. ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, दैट इज CDS 1 2025. They have given that exam. Now the students who are aspiring for the CDS 2 2025, which is going to be held in September, 14th of September is the date that has been given. So 14 सितंबर को जो एग्जाम कंडक्ट होने वाला है, उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ये सेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग द एंटायर स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर द CDS 2025, the second one. So we'll discuss that as well. Now let's see the process. ये process है क्या? CDS का written examination होता है, that is the first one. The examination is conducted in an offline mode. So आपका pen and paper वाला टेस्ट होता है जिसमें MCQ based questions आते हैं. You will attempt the offline paper, okay, on the given center. Once you qualify the written exam, then you are called by the service selection boards. Okay, तो आप SSB प्रोसेस के लिए जाते हैं. अब ये जो SSB है, ये एक मल्टी डे प्रोसेस है. इसमें बहुत मिनिमम एटलीस्ट 5 days तो लगते ही हैं. बट इट इज a 2-staged process. So for example, once you qualify the written exam, you get selected, you get a call letter from the SSB board, whichever board is allotted, and वहां पर फर्स्ट डे पर आपकी स्क्रीनिंग होती है. So the first stage is the screening, where some students would be screened in, and those who cannot make to that test or the screening test, they are moved out. Okay, so the second stage begins the next day. So बाकी students और बाकी candidates के लिए second stage conduct करा जाता है, and that second stage is having 3 types of test. It is basically designed to assess the suitability of the candidate for the Indian Armed Forces. So there will be ground tests होते हैं वहां पर जो GTO officers लेते हैं, आपके interviews होते हैं जो interviewing officer लेते हैं, and there are lot of psychological testing also that is done in this SSB procedure. After this 5-day process of SSB, if you get recommended by the board, then your medical examination is done. फिर आपका medical होता है, and finally a merit list is prepared. All over India की एक merit list बनती है, which includes the marks of your written exam and your SSB. तो आपकी जो merit list बनती है बेटा, that is comprising of both the written exam and the SSB procedure. So हमारा main aim सिर्फ कट ऑफ क्लियर करना नहीं है, हमारा एम है कि हम अच्छा स्कोर करें so that you make it into the merit list. Okay, this is the procedure of the SSB, or this is the procedure of the exam. Then who all are eligible? So this is the notification that is there for the eligibility on the UPSC website. So do not see anything else. आप detailed notification UPSC वाला ही देखेंगे. ठीक है, so let's just see what is the eligibility. So first one is nationality. Of course, a candidate must be an unmarried candidate. Unmarried होना चाहिए candidate, and he or she must be a citizen of India or a subject of Nepal, a person of Indian origin, and the subsequent conditions that are given for them. Okay, then coming to age limits, sex and marital status. This is also very important when we are talking about the CDS exams. ठीक है? So for the IMA, the Indian Military Academy, the conditions are different. So the age is, they are saying the unmarried male candidate born not earlier than 2nd January 2002 and not later than 1st January 2007 only are eligible. Then for the Indian Naval Academy, those who are born not earlier than 2nd January 2002 and not later than 1st January 2007. And for the Air Force Academy, the age is 20 to 24 years as on 1st January 2026. So अगर हम देखें IMA और INA, इनके लिए जो एज ब्रैकेट है वो 19 to 24 years है. And for the Air Force Academy, the age group is 20 to 24 years. Coming to the Officers Training Academy, Officers Training Academy में हम सिर्फ शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन के लिए एप्लीकेबल होते हैं. We are not applicable for the permanent commission. So a candidate who is going for a permanent commission, they can only go through the IMA, INA or the AFA, Air Force Academy. And women officers specifically, वो उनकी एंट्री सिर्फ OTA के थ्रू होती है. That is the Officers Training Academy. That too only for the short service commission. Okay, so unmarried male candidates born at not earlier than 2nd January 2001 and not later than 1st January 2007 are eligible. So what is important here, you have to check your age limit, okay, before filling the form and before going through the other details. Then what are the educational qualifications? What are the educational qualifications that are required? Number 1, for the IMA and the Officers Training Academy Chennai, degree of a recognized university or an equivalent to that will work. अगर आपके पास किसी recognized university से कोई degree है, that will work. For Indian Naval Academy के लिए degree in engineering from a recognized university or institution, meaning कि आपको एक engineering की degree होनी पड़ेगी आपके पास. You should have a engineering degree. Okay, that is what is saying for the Indian Naval Academy. Then for the Air Force Academy, a degree from recognized university with a condition that physics and mathematics are at the +2 level. So आपके +2 में you should have physics and maths or you are a Bachelor of Engineering. Okay, so this is the condition for the Air Force Academy. So if you are fulfilling the educational qualifications as per the given academies, so you can apply for the exam. So this exam is the candidates who are eligible. कौन students हैं जो CDS का exam दे सकते हैं? उसमें आते हैं हमारे graduates. And also those students who are in the final year of their graduation, they can also fill the form. तो जो बच्चे जो candidates final year में है अपनी graduation के, वो भी इस exam का form fill कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? Now this is all about the exam. ठीक है कि ये qualification है, exam इतनी बार होता है. But what is more important for us? सबसे पहले important है कि हम exam का pattern समझें कि exam में कौन से subjects आते हैं, किस type से marking होती है. So know the pattern and crack the exam. So let's come to the pattern. So we have 3 papers when we are talking about the entries through the IMA, INA and the AFA. अगर आप Indian Military Academy, Air Force Academy या Naval Academy की एंट्रीज चाहते हैं, सो यू विल हैव टू गिव 3 पेपर्स. आपके 3 पेपर होंगे. एक होगा आपका इंग्लिश का, ठीक है, जिसमें होंगे आपके 120 क्वेश्चंस फॉर 100 मार्क्स. देन आपका सेकंड पेपर होगा जनरल नॉलेज का, दैट इज आल्सो 120 क्वेश्चंस फॉर 100 मार्क्स. एंड द थर्ड पेपर वुड बी ऑफ एलिमेंट्री मैथमेटिक्स और मैथमेटिक्स आई वुड से, जिसमें होंगे आपके 100 क्वेश्चंस फॉर 100 मार्क्स. सो यहां पर आपके 3 पेपर्स होंगे. ठीक है, टोटल आपके 300 मार्क्स. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द ऑफिसर्स ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी, ऑफिसर्स ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी में हमारे सिर्फ 2 ही पेपर्स होते हैं. ठीक है, तो वहां पर होता है हमारा इंग्लिश 120 क्वेश्चंस 100 मार्क्स एंड देन वी हैव द सेकंड पेपर एज जनरल नॉलेज 120 questions 100 marks. Okay, so this is about the papers. Okay, the exam is conducted on the same day. You have to give the 3 papers here, 2 papers here. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द सिलेबस. अब हमारा सिलेबस क्या कहता है एज पर द यूपीएससी नोटिफिकेशन. सो कमिंग टू द फर्स्ट सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज द इंग्लिश कोड नंबर 1. So it is saying the question paper will be designed to test the candidates understanding of English and workman-like use of words. अब इससे हम क्या इंटरप्रेट कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर आपकी बेसिक इंग्लिश को जज करा जाएगा, whether you are able to understand English, you are able to comprehend the things and you have a bit of a clarity. What is the meaning of this word? वर्कमैन लाइक यूज ऑफ वर्ड्स, मतलब जो इजी अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो. ज्यादा फैंसी इंग्लिश के बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है, बट एग्जैक्टली हमारे क्या क्या टॉपिक्स आते हैं इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट के अंदर. सो वी हैव दीज मेजर सेगमेंट्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू विल हैव क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन द कॉम्प्रीहेंशन. देन यू विल हैव क्वेश्चंस जो स्पॉटिंग द एरर्स के फॉर्मेट में आएंगे. कुछ सेंटेंस लिखे होंगे जिसमें आपको कोई एरर स्पॉट करना होगा. Then there will be fill in the blanks, synonyms and antonyms. Then sentence improvement. Then we have ordering of the words. Then we have sentence arrangement, idioms and phrases. So these are the major sections of the English syllabus. Then let's come to the second subject that is very important, that is general knowledge. When I say general knowledge, now it has so many subjects in it. So let's just see. General knowledge including knowledge of the current events and of such matters of everyday observation, experience in their scientific aspects as may be expected from an educated person who has not made a special study of the scientific subject. So what they are trying to say, you don't have to do any kind of a special study. आपको एवरीडे सब्जेक्ट, एवरीडे कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो होते हैं साइंस के, वो उनकी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. द पेपर विल बी ऑल्सो इंक्लूडिंग द क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, ज्योग्राफी ऑफ नेचर, विच द कैंडिडेट शुड बी एबल टू आंसर विदाउट एनी स्पेशल स्टडी. तो इससे हम क्या समझ पा रहे हैं कि हमारे जनरल नॉलेज सेक्शन में वी हैव ऑन एंड ऑन, दीज आर द मेजर टॉपिक्स दैट वी आर हैविंग. सो वी हैव फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव इंडियन हिस्ट्री, जो हम पढ़ते भी हैं बाकी एग्जाम्स के लिए भी. देन सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस आर बेस्ड ऑन इकोनॉमिक्स एज वेल, ज्योग्राफी ऑफ इंडिया, स्पेसिफिकली ज्योग्राफी ऑफ इंडिया एंड वर्ल्ड ज्योग्राफी भी आता है, पॉलिटिकल साइंस और आई वुड से पॉलिटी हियर. देन वी हैव जनरल साइंस. जनरल साइंस में इंक्लूडिंग द केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स एंड द बायोलॉजी. एंड then a very important segment of this general knowledge segment is the current affairs. क्या क्या national importance के and international importance के current affairs, the news that is there, that is being asked. Along with that, some important defense related questions, defense related current affairs also, and certain static question based on the defense issues. Okay, so that might be asked. So this is the general knowledge syllabus. Then let's have a look of the mathematics. So इसमें mathematics जिसे हम elementary mathematics कहते हैं, it has 3 segments. It has arithmetic. Arithmetic we have natural numbers, integers, number system. Then we have algebra, basic operations, simple factors, remainder theorem, HCF, LCM. ठीक है, this is the mathematics syllabus. Then we also have trigonometry and geometry here. So we have trigonometry, the simple trigonometric identities. On that basis you have to solve the question. Geometry, lines, angles, planes, entire syllabus has been mentioned. Along with that you have mensuration and statistics. So maths का जो पेपर है वो भी बहुत important बनता है हमारे लिए, स्पेशली जो बच्चे IMA, INA और AFA की एंट्रीज के थ्रू CDS एग्जाम दे रहे हैं. तो आपके लिए मैथ्स का सेगमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बनता है. यू कैन नॉट लीव दैट. Okay, this is about the syllabus, right? Now we want to become an officer, so of course we will have to prepare like an officer. So what is so different when officers, between an officer and an ordinary person? It's about the strategy, it's about the way they are executing their plans. So first of all you should have a plan. तो सबसे important है कि हमारे पास एक plan हो. क्या मेरा प्लान रहेगा, कैसे मैं प्रिपेयर करूंगा या करूंगी, कितने ड्यूरेशन में मैं पढ़ूंगी, कब मेरा एग्जाम है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग कितना टाइम मैं रिवीजन को एलोकेट करूंगी, कितना टाइम मैं मॉक टेस्ट को एलोकेट करूंगी, कौन सा ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो मेरे लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा वीक है, या कौन सा ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसपे मुझे ज्यादा वर्क नहीं करना पड़ रहा. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट प्लानिंग, एंड दिस इज व्हाट एन ऑफिसर डज. सो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर लाइक एन ऑफिसर फ्रॉम द मोमेंट you think that you have to appear for this CDS exam. So बेटा मेहनत बहुत लगेगी, ठीक है. और स्पेसिफिकली जो स्टूडेंट्स अभी अप्रैल से तैयारी स्टार्ट करेंगे और सितंबर वाला जो CDS का एग्जाम है वो देंगे, उनके पास ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है. अप्रैल ऑलमोस्ट डन, वी आर इन मिड ऑफ मे. सो जो स्टूडेंट्स अभी मई में एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर करना स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, वी डोंट हैव लॉट ऑफ टाइम. अगर कोई कैंडिडेट ऐसा है जो सितंबर में सोच रहा है कि हम एग्जाम के लिए नेक्स्ट ईयर अपीयर करेंगे, दे स्टिल हैव लॉट ऑफ टाइम, बट आपके पास उतना टाइम नहीं है. तो यहां पर आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी बहुत मैटर करने वाली है. सो लेट्स जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड 3 to 4 बेसिक पॉइंट्स व्हिच विल गिव यू एन एज एंड सेल थ्रू दिस एग्जाम. I am saying from my own experience, I have qualified this exam 5 times. Okay, it's only about the strategy, how you are putting your effort, how you are investing your energy in the preparation, that will decide your success. So let's come to the first thing, understand the exam, which we have already done. So what you need to do is you should have the syllabus in front of you. ठीक है, आपके पास आपका syllabus हार्ड कॉपी में, it should be pasted on your table. It should always be in front of you that okay, this is what is asked in the syllabus, I have to study that much only. Then second major point, apply the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule. So this rule is a game changer. This rule will help you in putting your efforts in the right manner, because 80% of your success is decided by 20% of your efforts. And when I say 20% of your efforts, this is where you will have to do the planning. This is where I will help you in planning, where 20% needs to be given. कौन से ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं, हाई यील्डिंग टॉपिक्स, HYTs, जहां पर आप अपना वो 20% एफर्ट लगाओगे, सो दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो सेल थ्रू दिस एग्जाम जस्ट लाइक मी, राइट. सो आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट एज वेल. सो हमें एक डेडिकेटेड अप्रोच से इस एग्जाम को क्रैक करना है कि ये सेगमेंट्स हैं, ये वो टॉपिक्स हैं जो बार बार पूछे जाते हैं, ये रिपीटेड टॉपिक्स हैं, इनको मैं मास्टर करूं. ओके, सो दैट इफ देयर इज एनी क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड from this particular topic, that should not be left out. Then coming to the third and major point, limited resources, multiple revision. मैंने बहुत बार देखा है स्टूडेंट्स मल्टीपल मटेरियल्स कलेक्ट करते रहते हैं, they become a resource collector and ultimately they don't revise the things. Okay, at the end आप इतने confused हो जाते हो कि आपके पास इतने सारे sources हैं, एक ही book, एक ही reference material, whatever for each subject you are referring, just you should have that in your hand and you just need to revise it continuously and consistently. ठीक है, तो multiple resources नहीं रखने, we only have to focus on multiple revisions with a lot of active recalling. I will tell you how to do that active recalling in the next session as well. Then how can you predict your questions? I mean to say that how can you predict the paper? Yes, you can predict the CDS paper from the previous year questions. When I say previous year questions, they become very important because not only the previous year questions that are being asked from the CDS examination, of course, the UPSC is also conducting the NDA exam. The UPSC is also conducting several other exams, the CSE examination. So why not practice all those PYQs after you get the time of सॉल्विंग योर ओन CDS. तो आपके पास ऑलरेडी अपना ही CDS का क्वेश्चन बैंक इतना सारा है, उसी में से रिपीटेड क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, रिपीटेड थीम्स होते हैं, वही हमें प्रैक्टिस करने हैं. Nobody can make a better question than what UPSC is making because they know the mindset. They are the ones who are examining us. So who is better in a position to give us a hint that what we are trying to ask or what they are trying to ask? This is what you can learn or get a hint from the UPSC papers only. So we will master the PYQs as well. And finally the mock drill. When I say mock drill, उसका मतलब ये है कि हम mock test की practice करें. Mock test की practice करना क्यों important है? Because जब आप मॉक टेस्ट को अटेम्प्ट करते हो रियल टाइम में विद द गिवन टाइम लिमिट्स, देन ओनली यू गेट टू नो कि आपकी स्पीड और एक्यूरेसी कितनी है. देन ओनली यू गेट टू नो मेरा वीक सब्जेक्ट कौन सा है, कौन सा ऐसा सेक्शन है इस पेपर का जिसने मेरी सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी ड्रेन करी. सो देन यू विल बी इन अ पोजिशन टू इम्प्रूव. ओके, सो वी हैव टू मास्टर द मॉक टेस्ट ऑल्सो. हमें मॉक टेस्ट की बहुत प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी, ठीक है, विद द गिवन टाइम लिमिट्स ओनली, सो दैट वी कैन assess and understand ki okay, how am I performing in the exam, okay, so that we don't commit that mistake on 14th of September when we are giving the CDS 2 2025. So ample mock test should be applied और हमें बहुत सारे mock test की practices करनी पड़ेगी, ठीक है. So this is how you need to study. Then of course where to study from, कहाँ से पढ़ें. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को ये डाउट रहता है कि कहाँ से पढ़ना है मैम, एनसीईआरटी से पढ़ना है या स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स को भी फॉलो करना है. सबसे पहले आपको ये पता चल गया कि कहाँ से पढ़ना है, दैट यू विल गेट टू नो फ्रॉम द सिलेबस. देन व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन डिमांड, व्हाट इज यूपीएससी ट्राइंग टू आस्क फ्रॉम यू, दैट यू विल गेट टू नो कि ओके फ्रॉम दी पीवाईक्यूज. पीवाईक्यूज में आपको पता चल जाएगा कौन से टॉपिक्स हैं जो बार बार यूपीएससी पूछ रहा है, तो यू विल फोकस देयर. Now from where to study? Where to study, of course, but obvious about any examination in India, you cannot ignore the fact that NCERTs are the bedrock. You cannot ignore. Each and every corner of India, every student has the access to the NCERTs. So here also, we have to study from the NCERTs. So these are major sources. For example, for the science class 9th and 10th, science book is very important. The NCERT of class 9th and 10th is very important for the science section. Then coming to history also, ancient, medieval, in fact modern history from your NCERTs of class 11, 12th. Then class 11, 12th economics books, and then for the economy and for the geography, but obvious the class 11th and 12th Indian geography and the world, for the world geography also you can refer to the standard books that are available, but वो इतना डिटेल में नहीं पूछा जाता, but you will have to supplement it with the atlas, lot of mapping, because अब map based questions पूछने लगे हैं. So जब भी आप पढ़ रहे होगे, of course we will have a detailed session on how to study, what are the repeated topics from each of the subject, but these are the major sources. And then coming to Indian polity, there's NCERTs for the polity as well, you have to go through that also, and a very important book, that is Indian Polity by M. Lakshmikant. But you have to be very selective when you are studying for that from this book, okay. So these are the major sources which you can follow for your preparation. Along with that, we have 3 more things that are left. So we have English भी आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So any basic grammar book you can have for English. Along with that, you will have to have a list of synonyms, antonyms, idioms, phrases. Now this is the area जहां पर आपको अपना time to benefit ratio देखना पड़ेगा. ऐसे तो लिमिट नहीं है आप कितने वर्ड्स याद करेंगे, ठीक है. So it's better that you utilize the PYQs or these basic terms or basic words that are repeated multiple times in many exams. So we'll definitely provide you that as well, so you can learn from that also. तो English section जो होगा आप इस तरीके से अप्रोच करेंगे. ऑफ कोर्स न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग से आपकी वोकैबुलरी इंप्रूव होती है, बट क्वेश्चन की डिमांड जो है उसे शायद हम इतने कम ड्यूरेशन में फुलफिल नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो आपको प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन जो भी आए हैं इंग्लिश सेक्शन के, एटलीस्ट वो इडियम फ्रेजेस, वो वर्ड मीनिंग, सिनोनिम्स, वो आपको मास्टर करने पड़ेंगे, वो एटलीस्ट आपको याद करने पड़ेंगे. Along with that, there are certain other exams from where we can get the access to the English material as well. For example, when I say material, meaning the English questions that are being asked, the idioms, phrases, synonyms, antonyms that are being asked in SSC CGL, okay, IBPS, RBI, इन सारे एग्जाम्स के अंदर भी इस तरीके का पैटर्न होता है. Also there is one very famous book of Neetu Singh ma'am. For English you can refer, for vocabulary word power made easy. Okay, these are some sources for English you can follow. Then of course maths is also very important because you will require some reference books. So we will come to maths as well. There is R.S. Agarwal, that's a very famous book that is being referred by many students. Then there are certain other publications that are providing. So whatever suits you, you can follow one source, but only follow one book. Okay. And then we have the current affairs. So current affairs, first of all, it's very important for you to read the newspaper. Okay. Be aware of the defense current affairs, be aware of the news that is happening in the national and international world. Okay. Key appointments, cricket, sports, tennis, grand slams, all of these, the missiles, these are major sections of the sports that are asked usually in the exam. So current affairs is also a very major chunk from where the questions are asked. In the next section or in the next session, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss the strategies for each and every subject, which topics are the most repeated ones and how you should proceed on with that particular subject. Till then, I hope you all will go through this syllabus. You will be ready with your plan, and then we can begin the preparation. So prepare like an officer and crack this exam, because this is not something what an officer is doing is different. It's just that they have clarity of purpose, and they have a disciplined routine. Only then they are able to achieve what they are trying to achieve. Okay. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.